Hey guys, my name is Sergey and we're building a roguelike card game. Remember our combat scene? Well, let's add some cards to it. In this episode, I'll share our progress of adding a card system to our game and also some of the setbacks that I've encountered. So what are cards? Cards are essentially our actions. They contain some information like the cost of the action, card name, artwork, and of course, the effects that will impact the gameplay. But we will possibly have hundreds of different cards in our game, so we need to find a system to easily add and use them. So how do we do this? My initial approach involved this nice concept of scriptable objects that act almost like a cookie cutter. They allow you to store information in one place that you can reuse in the copies of your cards. And every time you want to add a new type of card, you just create a different scriptable object. I followed the tutorial to add scriptable object to the game, and it worked fine until I realized that in the future, the fields of each individual card might change throughout the game, so they can't refer to the scriptable object reliably. It was also technically difficult to store customizable card effects in the scriptable object. So I had to abandon this idea. This example demonstrates how important it is to carefully design your core systems from the very start. Imagine that I would only discover it later, I would have to rework a lot of the game. So it's important to dedicate some extra time and effort now to save yourself some headache in the future. So instead, I decided to store each individual card as a Unity prefab asset. Let me demonstrate how it works. I've created this card earlier. As you can see, I hired a professional artist for the artwork. It's got some information on it, and whenever you click on the card, it damages Larry as it should. Now, let's use our card prefab system to design and add a completely new card. We have a template card prefab, and it's got some fields. To create a new card, we just copy the template. Let's call it heal card. Then we fill it with some values. Add a picture, add some card effects, and voila! We designed and added a new card to the system. Let's add it to the game and run it. It stores the information that we saved earlier. And even better, when you click on it, it performs the function that we assigned to it. This way, we can design and add new cards to the game relatively easily. But let's make it a bit more exciting. I followed a series of tutorials on dragging objects, and now in order to play cards, we have to drag them onto valid target. Here, the attack card can damage both Larry and Oswald, but the heal card can only be applied to Oswald. So that's it for the current progress. It took a couple of attempts and we didn't end up using the initial idea, but we learned something new, and that's always good and might come of use in the future. Also, if you have any ideas of how the current system can be improved, please let me know in the comments. As for the next video, we have a choice of either creating a deck cycling mechanism or giving Larry some moves. Let me know if you have any preference. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.